Tonight we are dining at the AC Sky Bar at the AC Hotel in downtown Orlando. If you don't know, we do dining reviews every single Monday, so be sure to check those out. This is actually the newest, tallest lifestyle hotel in Orlando, and the AC Sky Bar has beautiful views of sunset, so this is a perfect lounge bar area, and they actually have tables outside as well that you can just enjoy some great small plates, and they have larger dishes as well, and enjoy some great views. It is a little bit loud because we are outside, but I don't even care because the sunset is going to be amazing.
So for my little dinner cocktail tonight, I have got the S'mores Old Fashioned. And normally this would be made with a Woodford Reserve bourbon, but I actually subbed that out for a rum. I'm still not even really sure which one it was, so I'll get clarification here in a second. But it is maple syrup, orange bitters, rock candy, and a marshmallow brulee. They toast the marshmallow basically, and they put it on top of. Oh, brulee, yeah. Well, then they also, they put it on the rock, and it's actually, you can see it's actually starting to go down in. So I haven't even tried it yet. Oh, wow. Marshmallow is really good, though. Stir it up a little bit. Almost tastes like it's actually still bourbon and not rum. But regardless, it's actually really good. A little bit different. This is something that I would love to learn how to make at home. To have a little bit more of that, s'moresy drink. It doesn't have maybe as much smokiness as I would like. So I bet that this would be a great drink to have smoked as well. But not overly sweet either. But, you add a little bit of that marshmallow down there in the bottom, and it's pretty good.
And to start off tonight, I have the Titos Strawberry Lemonade. This is Titos handmade vodka, house lemonade, and fresh local strawberries. There's also a little dehydrated lemon on top as well. It's actually pretty good. I'm actually not a huge vodka person, but I really like this lemonade. I knew that if it had lemonade, I would like it because I like lemon drinks, so good way to start. To start off, we did get some small plates. I got the Meatballs Cozuela. This comes with romesco, manchego, and toast. This is only $8, and we were actually really surprised with the prices here. They're actually really affordable and reasonable. This came with 5 meatballs and 2 little pieces of toast, and I actually thought this was a really good meatball. I haven't had meatballs in such a long time, and I just thought that it sounded appetizing. But the meatballs were cooked nicely, and they were inside of that romesco sauce in the bowl. There was a little bit of the cheese on there, which was a nice touch as well. And I did kind of scoop up on the toast some of the meatball, a little bit of the sauce, and got a little bit of a crunch in there as well. Overall, good small plate.
So the small plate that I chose to get was the dips in za'atar. So this was basically bread with za'atar seasoning. If you don't know what that is, it's a specific type of seasoning that was all over the toasted bread, and then came with what I'm guessing were 3 different types of hummus, which was a garlic hummus, a roasted red pepper hummus, and then just your ordinary regular old hummus. And this was actually really, really good. I really enjoyed it. Nice to have a little bit of variety in there. But again, for the price, it's like a decent portion size, I think there were maybe 4 or 5 pieces of bread in there, and then with the dips, and all were nice, smooth, creamy. And I wish I had a spoon so that I could have gotten all of it up out of those bowls. But really, really good. And I'm glad I got it because I was a little bit unsure. So
we just watched the most beautiful sunset while we ate our dinner. Our food came out at the most perfect time. I really think I planned the timing of this dinner just the absolute best. I'm seriously so satisfied right now. You don't even understand. But anyway, for my dinner, I had the flat iron steak. This came with crispy potatoes, romesco, and dressed arugula. I had my flat iron steak cooked medium. I actually have not had a flat iron steak in years. I actually used to eat these a lot whenever I was a kid. But it was actually really good. I liked that it came with the arugula on the side. It had the nice vinaigrette on there, which kind of cut the heaviness of the steak and the crispy potatoes because they are a crispy fried potato. They are more of that typical like breakfast type potato. However, I do think they still went with this dish pretty well with the kind of like romesco aioli sauce that was underneath the potatoes. I didn't need to add any seasoning or anything to this dish. I really wasn't sure whenever it came out how it was going to taste, but I thought everything was seasoned perfectly. The steak was cooked perfect medium. I probably could have got it medium rare, but honestly, I think it was really well done the way it was medium. Overall, I have thoroughly been enjoying this dinner with the views and the food and the company.
For my entree tonight, I went with the AC burger. This is brioche, mozzarella, prosciutto crisp, paprika aioli, and a roasted or served with roasted potatoes. Pretty good. I got it done medium well as far as the burger goes. Flavor-wise, this was really good. I really enjoyed it. I think that the bun may have been a little bit on the drier side. I could have maybe liked it with maybe a little bit more butter on there and seared to have that nice crispiness, but it was okay. There was one thing that I would definitely change though, and it was the prosciutto crisp. So think of it almost like as a bacon, and the only difference is that it was so crispy that it was almost like little daggers if you try to bite into it. Maybe I would just go back to regular bacon maybe, or just try to get some pieces that aren't so thick and crisp that you really can't even bite them apart, because it actually almost hurt my teeth. But other than that, like, flavor was really, really good here. And same thing, served with the crispy potatoes, pretty much the same as Sailor's were. And, maybe spice it up with french fries, but I think it's still pretty good. And I liked it. I dipped a few of mine into ketchup, but so far so good.
And to finish off the night, we got the molten chocolate cake. This is basically a chocolate lava cake, and it was fantastic. Anytime I can get a chocolate lava cake, I definitely will. Molten cake, lava cake, it's all the same. It was super rich. I honestly wasn't expecting that when I bit into it. I guess it maybe has just been a little while since I've had a molten chocolate cake. But it was really good, nice and chocolatey, nice and smooth and creamy, and it had that molten center in there. Really nice way to end the evening.
Something I want to talk about that we haven't, I think, really ever seen at a real restaurant besides like Applebee's or something, is this. This is already on the table when you get here, but it's got 3 different buttons on it so that you can press for your server, for the check, or to cancel if you had a request. And it's really nice because instead of sometimes kind of feeling like maybe your meal's going a little too slow, you can hit this and call the server, and normally they come over right away. We've had great service tonight. We haven't even really needed to touch the button very often, other than just to like get the check, and I think we did just to start off the meal, and it was really good. But I just want to point that out. It's something that's a little bit different that we don't normally ever see anywhere, and I think it's a nice added little feature. All right, so we are finishing at the table tonight because we're outside, and I don't know, but it's a pretty decent meal, which I was really surprised by.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be more just all small plates. I was glad to see that they had some regular, like, entree size portions on their menu here tonight, but this is definitely a place you could come and lounge at. They do have little fire pits with, like, couches and chairs around them as well. You do have to have a reservation. Well, you don't have to have a reservation, but a reservation is definitely recommended because it is a small seating area outside. They do have a lot of seating inside as well, but outside's where it's at.
But it was nice, and I think pricing-wise, I think that's what surprised me the most was that this is at a Marriott, kind of more in the city. This is more rooftop. I just feel like this would have more of a, of a higher price point, but really everything was reasonably priced, and so that was really nice. It was good.
It was. This is probably one of the least expensive meals that we have had in quite some time, and we are still leaving very satisfied.
Yep. So in total, after the tip, was about $115 for the 2 of us.
Yeah.
And that's with 2 drinks, 2 appetizers, 2 entrees, a dessert, and coffee. So
yeah, pretty good. So let us know if you plan on coming to check out the AC Sky Bar at the AC Hotel in downtown Orlando.